Hey, Buttercup, hopefully the fucking camera stays on this time. I'm hoping the camera actually fucking stays on this time around. Hey, Jingo. Hey, Strawberries. She wasn't a friend. I didn't know her. She was a comic creator. I never interacted with her. Shit, I didn't even follow her on social media. It's just that she was a particularly. Hey, Ozzy. She was a hugely influential comic creator. And you don't seem to actually be listening to anything I say. Anywho. Hey, Uncle Buck. Hey, Val. Hey, Val. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. It's been a while. You know what she created? Persepolis. She created the comic Persepolis. No, last night. Dan Povenmire? I don't know who Dan Povenmire is. That I don't know that name. Not too fast. Sadness, apparently. I think her husband died like a year ago. Thought I'd move back in with it. Yeah, that's not uncommon these days. Phineas. Okay. Never watched Phineas and Ferb. I love weird. It does not count. Marjane Satrapi was an Iranian comic creator. She's best known for the comic Persepolis, which did end up also getting turned into adapted into an animated film. Mom told me better today, but she didn't say her name. Yeah, so apparently died of sadness. Like I said, her husband died like a year ago, and seems she tried to go on without him and just couldn't. Yeah, very sad. She's only like 54. It was actually a couple days ago that she died, but I haven't been on the past couple days. Yeah, she's only like 54 years old, dying of a broken heart. Yep, exactly. Just gonna head for strawberry yogurt. Well, strawberries was in here showing sympathy for me losing a friend, even though I kept saying I did not actually know Marjane Satrapi. Anywho, should say I'm sorry I wasn't here Wednesday. I did plan to be, but I crashed. I got no sleep. So after work, I kind of crashed out. Hey, Audrey. Anywho, so how's everybody? You still alive? Even without me having been here the past couple days? You here? Indeed, Buttercup. Glad you're here. What are you doing here? Yeah, about the same here. About the same for me. Were you able to remember your Tylenols the past couple nights, Buck? Guys skateboarding across America? I have not been. I haven't even heard about that. No idea what to do with myself without watching him. Chad Caruso. That is a pretty cool idea. That is a pretty fun idea, I guess. Is he doing it for any particular reason? For like, is he raising money for any cause, or is it just, you know what I'm gonna do? I already met him. Took a friendship bracelet on day 26. That's funny. You also what? Crashed out Wednesday. Got midnight camping. Just say you remembered around 9 p.m. Yeah, glad you remembered yesterday at least. Pretty called natural high, I think. It also breaks some world record. Fair enough, I suppose. 357 days. It'll be 38 or 39 days this time. Listeners, the whole thing's skating the whole way. You know what I just randomly got curious about? Has anyone ever successfully run the length of Canada? Apparently so. In fact, there's a Wikipedia article on people who've crossed Canada on foot. Hundred and 34 days. Somebody crossed Canada on foot. Seems to be the fastest anyone's managed to do. Oh yeah, from Halifax to Vancouver. Amputee named Terry Fox. Terry Fox didn't make it even halfway. He got sick, like his illness caught up to him, and killed him before he could make it even past Ontario. I mean, he died in Ontario. He was in Ontario when his illness got too bad and he couldn't continue. Yeah, she passed away. Broken heart, apparently. So it is. Like it was. I mean, there's a reason that we still like. There's a reason that the Terry Fox run is a thing. Oh, snap. 72 days somebody managed to do it. Never saw the Canadian murder of that really rich pharmaceutical owner couple. That I couldn't tell you. So the fastest crossing of Canada was Al Howie, who did it in 72 days. Fastest crossing by a woman is Anne Keene, who did it in 143 days. So walking across the US to get to Boston in time for the Scottish soccer match. But I know no more details than that. Scotland rented all the Boston public and school buses to take their fans to the game. The fans have to pay outrageous transportation. Yeah, that tracks. That said, somewhat disappointed in Scots who are actually going to the US for the World Cup. Shit. I'm only slightly slightly less disappointed in the teams going to the US for the World Cup. At least they're getting paid to go. good money to a bilateral carotid Doppler scan. That sounds that sounds like it's not great. Did the doctor seem concerned? Kristen Scotland's qualifying forever. They gotta go. Neck arteries. Just like between Trump and the naked corruption of FIFA itself. Yeah, I do hope that I do hope it's nothing serious. Feel about college football? It's for another they pay players. No, the players deserve to be paid. The amount of money that goes on in college football, those players deserve their fucking pay. Hope they find something so they can fix it. Fair. That's fair, actually. Like the fact that until recently, everyone was making money off college football except the players. Fuck that. Schools were making shit tons of money. Coaches were getting massive salaries. Um, shit gets played on TV, so you know, channels that played the games were making money. Everyone was getting paid except the people who actually had to do the fucking work. The people putting their bodies on the line. Just another professional sport. There's nothing. Was it fun to begin with? Like, was it fun for the players to begin with? Because again, like, shit, if they play poorly, they might lose their scholarship, get kicked. Like, they might, lose their scholarship or something. Yeah, they'll lose their chance of actually making money. First came to class and learned, which they should still be doing for sure. But I mean, A1 professor for lots of years. A players aren't even required to come to class. Yeah, but I feel like there's a thing where the best players, i.e., the ones who brought in money, you know, if they skipped every class, hey Shelly, they could skip every class and still get a C just because administration's like, look, we need these players. We need this guy to hit a certain GPA. We need this kid to have a certain GPA. So whatever they're doing, just give them this grade. They don't need to do the work. They don't need to show up to class. Not the University of Oklahoma. Like obviously, I'd still prefer that the kids go to class, but like I said, if college sports are going to be a multi-billion-dollar industry, the players deserve to be getting a little bit of that cash. They're the ones going out there putting their bodies on the line. They're the ones who are actually bringing in that money. If the you know yeah, as I said, if they're going to be the ones who are actually bringing in the money, they deserve to share. They deserve a share in it. Hey, Phoenix. What are we up to tonight? Well, uh, Uncle Buck is worried about Master brought me home buffalo chicken tenders and fries. Oh, that's sweet. Uncle Buck is worried about doctor's appointment on Monday, and Val and I are arguing about whether college football players should be paid. I know. I'm pro labor. But for the record, I also don't think college football should be a multi-billion-dollar industry. Kicked off the high school basketball team because I was in a bowling league. They considered that earning money. Yeah, that's stupid. Tony Head did see that, but I never cared about Buffy. Apparently, also like apparently he was like a really nice dude. Apparently, he was just like the sweetest guy. Repo Man. Never watched that one. Best musical ever. Oh no, I did see that one. You mean Repo the Genetic Opera? I have watched Repo the Genetic Opera. Yeah, I forgot he was in that one. Repo Man is something very, very different. Like a David Spade movie, wasn't it? The other guy. The other guy does not narrow it down. Oh shit, Repo Man's like 1986. For some reason I thought it was a 90s movie. Emilio Estevez. As Emilio Repo Man stars Emilio Estevez. Came out a lot earlier than I thought it did. I thought it was a completely different movie. I might have been mixing it up with Joe Dirt. Another movie I've never watched and don't have any interest in watching. again thinking of? No, I was thinking David Spade. I was definitely thinking of David Spade. But it was actually Emilio Estevez was the guy with James Spader. I was not thinking of James Spader at all. That's who you were picturing. I can almost promise I'm never picturing James Spader. Like he's I just never think about it. Unc must be eating. Unc should be getting ready for her Tylenol. Chum again. And preparing for your Tylenol. Hate cold fries. Yeah, cold fries suck. Like you can't just reheat them. Excuse me. It is German for bless you, yes. I don't know why it was decided that that we would just grab the German phrase for it. It's weird. I gotta blow my nose. Back in a minute. I also have to get more water. Be back in another minute. All right. Everyone already remembered. Yep. Sorry, Buttercup. Wait, Uncle Buck, don't forget. Episode 10 of Edge Runners on my Patreon tonight. The finale of Cyberpunk Edge Runners went up on my Patreon earlier. So you can watch that. Then you can go back and watch Ghost and Molly McGee. Episode 2. It is adorable. Kind of love the musical numbers in the Ghost and Molly McGee. I think every episode of the show has some sort of musical number. Also, the thing I ordered, their release date for this yet? Not yet. Still says June. Bought a rock gem tumbler. I had one of those when I was a kid. 20 minutes left of Rainbow Road Trip. That's going to include the final. That's going to include the big musical number from that one. It ends with a middling musical number. Like, it's fine. It's just, it's not the worst song in the series. Kind of sad Spike couldn't go with. Yeah, I suppose that Spike just, wasn't one of the main six. Rutger Hauer Filmapalooza. While Spike was there from the beginning, from like the very first scene, I suppose maybe like second scene. Yeah, you could call it first scene. While Spike was there from the beginning of the show, he was still mostly a secondary character. He got his own fair share of he got his fair share of spotlight issues and everything, or spotlight episodes. Um, but he was sort of a secondary character, similar to the Cutie Mark Crusaders. I do find it kind of interesting that Starlight Glimmer, for as prominent as she became in the show, Starlight Glimmer only appeared in one of the specials as, like, speaking role. Which again makes sense. You want to focus on the main characters because the originals, they're the most prominent. They're the recognizable ones. Anywho, I need to record some Patreon stuff tonight. Let's see, what did I need to record tonight? Yeah. 2000s intros, or 2010s cartoon intros, Ghost and Molly McGee, and Corner Gas. Gotta record those things. We should figure out how to go live on Patreon. Yeah, I mean, I did try. It's I don't know why, but for some reason, like whenever I did try that one time, it's yeah. I remember, like, I don't remember which software. Like, I think I tried both OBS and uh, Streamlabs. I don't know why, but for some reason, yeah, it just wouldn't. It wouldn't connect on the third party service, like whether OBS or Streamlabs. It just wouldn't connect, which was weird. I don't know why. It's like I can go live on Patreon. It's just I can't share my screen. That was the issue. Like, I could go live, but I couldn't share my screen. JB Pritzker says hi. Download StreamYards. I think I did check out StreamYards, and I think that one I just kind of didn't like. I feel like it's one of those things where it's just like, man, I do not like this program. Sneezing again. I'm good looking. Thank you. Oh. And the last cyberpunk will have the dude's dick on fire. Uh, he had an implant. That was good old flaming crotch man, and he had a dick implant. Mister Stud. He had a Mister Stud implant, and it was defective. You can actually hear a radio report about defective Mister Studs. Fuck yeah, that's rad. One of the one of the radio stations, uh, the host, the woman host, uh, will deliver a public service announcement about defective Mister Studs. Uh, Having a good laugh the whole time. She finds it hilarious. And to be fair, it is. It is pretty funny. You say it out loud, it's hilarious. Less so, I imagine, if you're the one with the defective dick implant. Go out with a bang. Funnily enough, if you don't get into a doctor, you're feeling a bit bad for Jesse's cocks. Funnily enough, if you don't get into a doctor in time, then it will actually explode and kill him. Poor guy dies of a dick explosion. It is a very funny, like, it is one of the funnier random jobs. Must be a huge game. It is. It's one of the funnier random jobs you'll come across. One of the funnier side jobs. One of the funnier jobs in general. Because he's just like sitting in the seat, sitting in the passenger seat, like basically crying in pain. And you keep running across all these obstacles. Hey, Phoenix. He was walking through. Yep. And no, that is just water. I don't drink alcohol. Gin and juice laid back. Is that the one about mind on my money and my money on my mind? Never listened to the song myself. There are covers. I imagine there are. One's country and fast. Yeah, I've never been keen on country music. Yeah, I'd be surprised if there aren't like. I'd be surprised if there isn't like some like soulful acoustic, slowed down acoustic version of Gin and Juice done like for comedic purposes, like what was done with Hey Yeah. I don't remember who it was, but somebody did like this very slowed down acoustic cover of Hey Yeah. Very clearly, just because it would be funny. Not that it's not that he turned it into a comedy song. He did do like the guy did do like he did want to make it sound sincere, but it was obviously like this shit'll be hilarious. But then he went into it like, but I'm gonna take it serious. And to be fair, Hey Ya is about a failed relationship. You know, for as amazingly funky as the song is, it actually is about a failed relationship. So yeah, came on vegetarian star me and medicinism. Just say I was embarrassing her. It's a good song. I have not played FF14. Hey, Zephyr Wolf, and I will not play FF14. MMOs do not appeal to me. They never have. Because I'm not a social person. I'm not playing video games to hang out and chat with other people. I'm, Dark Souls. Fuck that. I'm not good at video games. I don't have the patience to get good at video games. Hope we could be in the same team. Beyond that, I do like a story. I enjoy a good story. And from what I've gathered, Dark Souls, Elden Rings, those things, they've got lots of lore. Loads and loads of lore. But not much in the way of an actual story. For me these days was never really good. Yeah, I've never been good at video games. Like, probably the hardest game I've ever completed was probably like fucking Perfect Dark on the Nintendo 64. Yeah, like that's probably about the hardest game I've ever completed, and I think I did it on normal. I think might have actually even been easy. And Souls games do not have easy modes. So, yeah, it's a no on those ones. Like, if I want to just like hack and slash, I'll just play Dynasty Warriors. I get there in the end. That sounds wrong. Like, if I just want to like hack away at shit, I'll just play Dynasty Warriors. Those games are designed to make you feel like a fucking god, just tearing through everything in your path. We could all suck together. Work days next week. Good point. I forgot to check. Give me a second to look. MMO date everything. Monday 9 to 5, Wednesday 1 to 9, Thursday 4 to 11, Friday 5 no, 7 to 3. I think I'll get some nacho makings at the grocery store tomorrow. Everyone's in the plants. I don't have a lot of friends, so those are how I socialize. Fair enough. I socialize. I socialize this way. If I didn't socialize through YouTube, I would just not socialize, which would also be fine. And yeah, date everything was good. And no, we are not replaying date everything. It's MMO. Massive multiplayer online. It's an online game that you play with other people. 8, 16, 23, 31, so. Scheduled for 31 hours. I'll probably have fewer, though. They'll probably let me out of early half the days. Like Fortnite. Not quite like Fortnite. Fortnite is a little bit different. Fortnite is not considered an MMO. MMO usually refers to RPGs. World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft was the big. Doug was your boy. Guess I would think for being treated like shit. Doug was good, yeah. I liked Doug. So excited to hear we're playing Date Everything. No, you just go back and rewatch my old Let's Play of it, Buttercup. You just rewatch that. I just want to destroy this stuff taking interesting enough. I mean, shit, I'm not interesting. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I have any sort of audience at all, and bear in mind, I've got 10 people watching me right now. That's my audience. 10 people. But the only reason I even have that many is because my friend was much more interesting than I am. And I just sort of spun off from her channel. Actually, Buttercup, while you're here, I want to ask something. Did you ever watch that 2000s Powerpuff Girls, the one that's like this 3D CGI animated thing? Animation? You've got your foot in the door, but you're gold. Thanks, Shelly. Sure, if you need. So in the 2000s, they released a like a second Powerpuff, like a new Powerpuff Girl series. With like this 3D style CGI animation. Dance Pants special. I mean, possible? Or it might have been 2010s they did it. Hmm. It might have been 2010s. Maybe? Yeah, it might have been the Dance Pants. That might be the one I was thinking of. Because I was going through the cartoon and like I was going through those intros. Yeah, like going through cartoon intros, and I saw one like for the Powerpuff Girls that was in an absolutely fucking hideous 3D art style. Like it was hideous. So it must have been that must have been the one. I watched it when it first came out, but I barely remember it. Yeah, genuinely just an absolutely hideous art style. I don't know. It's so weird to me that studios keep trying to make CGI animation a thing because like it never actually looks all that great. It never looks as good as something that's meant to evoke hand drawn animation. Doesn't even necessarily need to be hand drawn animation. You know, you can still do the shit on the computer, but you know, stuff that's sort of meant to look more like hand-drawn animation. It just always looks better than the fucking look, a computer made this. Like, that shit always looks hideous. It just always looks ugly. And I don't get why they keep trying to make it work. It's like, give up on that shit. It always looks ugly. Just go for an animation style that looks good. But whatever. Please hold. Used to make Halloween playlists. Yeah, I've got some. I I do know a few good like spooky season songs. Cover some from Hall & Oates. So, Man Eater by the Blue Eyed Blondes. She's a man eater. Only so much Monster Mash you can take. Best Halloween song of all time. No, I don't want to say best. One of the best Halloween songs of all time. Do They Know It's Halloween? By the North American Halloween Prevention Initiative. Your nickname in high school? Was it because you chowed down on so many dicks? That was rude. I'm sorry. Please repeat. Do they know it's Halloween? By the North American Halloween Prevention Initiative. It's a charity single. It's one of those celebrity charity singles in the vein of like, do they know it's Christmas? But made by people who thought that do they know it's Christmas was weirdly was like kind of colonialist and like kind of condescending. Last bit again. North American Halloween Prevention Initiative. Yeah, like I said, it's a charity single, celebrity charity single, in the vein of "Do They Know It's Christmas?" but from people who thought that song was shitty and condescending towards African nations. So, like, yeah, let's make one let's make a charity celebrity charity single that's good. So it's very fun. It's a very fun song. It's got a hell of a. It's got a lot of like cool people too. Beck was a part of it. Uh, Feist, who's great. Peaches, who's very fun. Jenny Lewis. Former child actress turned lead singer of Rilo Kiley. Fucking Elvira. Like, that's awesome. Fucking Elvira as part of your charity single. That's awesome. David Cross. Nardwar the Human Serviette. Thurston Moore of Sonic Youth. Karen O of the fucking Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Bunch of other cool people too. Word Spoon, my Aussie band recommendation for today. You love Elvira? Everybody loves Elvira. She's just delightful. You know, like she's just an absolutely delightful person. She spanned generations. Yep. Apparently, she lost her virginity to Tom Jones. And it was painful and horrible. And also apparently raped by Wilt Chamberlain. He knows Elvira one year, and I'm pretty sure my dad secretly crushed on her. I will say that might explain why Wilt Chamberlain was able to uh, sleep with like 20,000 women. I mean, Elvira, I thought. Yeah, that's good thing to make clear. Yeah, I mean, everybody had a crush on Elvira. Grandpa wasn't crushing his granddaughter. That's good. That's definitely a good thing. My style of humor, love it. Yeah, she had a very cheesy style of humor, which worked. Like as you know, cheesy macabre was fun. watched a couple recently. Never actually watched any of her stuff myself. But, you know. She's a part of pop culture. So. Yeah. Be back tomorrow for more of Symphonic Rain. Hopefully we can finish Lise's route. I gotta record some stuff for Patreon tonight anyway, so thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.